Hello everyone, and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 16, day 4. It is a brown day, which means time for the gigantic rock person. Gorgotha, let's go. You know the drill. In we go again. Against Purli, against the standard meta for our first battle already. Oh, we don't get to use that other loop. Do we have a red day coming up? That's something I wanted to check. Did we? No, we haven't. We're using that other loop for next red day. That's gonna happen. Also, wait, no, it was green day. Wait, which day can we use the There's another fun team we made recently that I want to use again. It wasn't that one. I forget if I saved it or not. There was another really weird loop team that I really want to do. It used Forest Troll. There it is. Yeah, it's Blue Day. Blue Day hasn't happened yet, has it? Oh, we get to have some fun the next 2 days. Today's going to be pretty standard, though. But the other 2 days, yeah, we'll run this on Blue Day and the other thing on Red Day. Run 2 different loop teams and hope it goes well. Oh, perfect. 2 days back-to-back, so that's what we're doing on the next 2 days. But for today, standard brown day stuff. Kill them with a Corvash. Where is the Gorgotha? Where are you? There you are. Yep, standard Gorgotha. Corvash, King Highforge, Famine. Just Gorgotha into the Corvash for the win. King Highforge plus Famine for the kill on the Famine, and then we're pretty safe from there. Plus we have King Highforge for backup summons, and hopefully all will go well. So in we go, +2 brown, +1 blue, and we don't use purple. And it was brown day, right? Always need to make sure I double check a billion times because I always feel like I didn't. Hello, Justin. Hello, welcome. Hello, a bunch of O's and an A. Welcome. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Henny. Hello, Mehmet. Well, hello, Strawn. Welcome. Oh, that's fine that you didn't make it today. Today, or this morning was pretty just normalish. You know, nothing new came out. Although we did go over, we were messing around with some of the best teams in the game, but we're going to be doing a whole video on that, so you didn't really miss much. I was just kind of compiling some of them. I'll probably be recording that tomorrow, though it probably won't be uploaded until tomorrow night, because it still needs to render and everything. But that is in the works. And I'll have a few more teams than what I had from the previous stream as well. I just haven't composed them yet. I just wanted to get a bulk of them done during the stream since we had the time anyways. We were going to be streaming, might as well have done it on stream like we did. Ooh, Famine, and I have no way of targeting him. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, that's actually really bad. Well, here, have a Highforge. We're in a rock and a hard place. I need to get more rock puns for Brown Day. Gosh. Okay, I need to take this blue into a Skull Distract, and then I need a Corvash. Even then, we don't really even get perfect value, but it'll be slightly better. No! That's not what I wanted to have happen. Okay, we'll take green to a brown, I guess. There's no extra turn chance, but I need the mana. Oh, well, that was actually a lot of Cascades. He does get a skull out of it, though. Oh, good, he's stunned. I was going to say, no, but yeah, he's actually stunned, so that's not as big a deal. We don't have a +1 on our yellow, so this needs to surge. Okay, good, it did surge. Oh, and it stayed stunned, too. That would have been horrible if that didn't stay stunned. But we'll throw that down. Get another Gorgotha. There goes Ragnagord. We can get a little poke. That will be enough to kill, which is nice. The one less thing to have to deal with. Take another poke. That gives us Famine. That gives us Corvash. We essentially won at this point now. So we're good to go. Then we'll throw down the Corvash. Did we take the skull? Yes, because we can Gorgotha kill him at this point, off of just explosions. Probably have to do it twice. Yeah, there we go. Nope, there is 1 skull short on this current board. So I will deliberately basically pass my turn. This also allow us to Famine be deaf with a harder hit right now. So we'll go with that. Oh no! Okay, never mind, that's fine. So we do definitely have to Famine right now, just in case our Famine accidentally kills his. That would actually be bad. And then we just Corvash the kill. And there we go. Hello, Simple! Welcome. Hello, Philip. Hello, Vampire. Welcome, welcome. Also, wait, I said the wrong hello. Hello, Vampire Gaming. Welcome. You're currently in Guild Wars and struggling a lot with the mana eating team, Gorgolfa, Scion, Moloch, and wait. Oh, you are currently in Guild Wars and struggling with a mana eating team. Team strength is 9,000 something. Any advice to counter? There's actually a really weird way that you can counter it. Gorgolfa, with how the AI currently works, loves to keep casting over and over and over again. So basically all you have to do with this is just go something like a Queen Mab or something that can utilize their mana against them, which would mainly be a Queen Mab if you happen to have her. Would probably be your best bet against that kind of team. Another alternative is just remove all of the... Actually, that wouldn't work. But yeah, if you have one mana drain on your team, it just kind of get rid of that. You'll be kind of fine. The other thing that you need to kind of do, kind of, but yeah, just let Gorgolfa go. Use Queen Mab if you have for the damage. Use whatever else you have that utilizes their mana against them if you happen to have, because they're going to have a lot of mana and not really use much. What is the Fox Ghost that you said at the moment? Yeah, I think you mean Spirit Fox for the last slot. He'll deny out his own yellow. The only thing you really have to deny from him is mainly purple. Purple and maybe the occasional red. So if you had things that can convert out those two colors, that would work pretty well as well. But yeah, with a Gorgolfa up front, that team should be pretty tame. If the Scion was up front, that'd be slightly different. But with Gorgolfa in the lead, as long as you can stop him from initially getting that big bulk of mana, that or use it against him, one of the two, then you'll be fine. You can also just keep drain spamming him. You can even use Spider Queen, which will put a web on him. He will cleanse it after he casts, but it was probably going to be cleansed anyways, and it still applies the magic reducing effect even when he cleanses. The web effect takes place before the cleanse does. So let's say you, for example, web a Gorgolfa. He'll be reduced down to 3 explosions. He will cleanse it though, but for the actual cast where he's webbed, he will only do 3 explosions instead of however many he normally does. And as you can see, that can be quite a bit, particularly in Guild Wars. 29 is very, very high number. So Scion, Ragnagord, and Furnace, Queen Mab. Biggest issue on that team is actually going to be Queen Mab, I think. Nothing on this team particularly counters her, other than Famine, but that counters everything. A High Forge stun would also be pretty nice to have on the Queen Map. Also, it is Brown Day, right? Yeah. I'll question it 1.5 billion times every single second. Devour teams. I normally don't use too many Devour teams unless it's Kraken-based. But yeah, Devour teams do work. I try to get rid of as many luck-based teams as I can in Guild Wars. Also because of how they interact and how instant kills interact with Guild Wars now. So I do try to leave them behind if I can. Things like Devour, Deathmark, all that kind of stuff. It's not only high risk because almost all of them are a % chance, but it also gives you less score because that's just how the scoring system goes. Okay, so he's stunned right now. That's good. Yeah, so we just take a Brown. Let the board do whatever. We'll Gorgolfa, and then we go from there. Ideally, we need another Corvash, like right now. Would be great. A strain for him would also have been great right now, which is why we needed the Corvash in the first place. But we'll go lower at it, I guess. Don't do anything. There we go. So we'll just throw the Corvashes. We'll re-stun it so we don't have to worry about it. Let's also get rid of Ragnagord. So yeah, it's pretty much a win at that point. Pretty good position. I almost want a High Forge now just to get the stun off. It'd also make it so we generate red mana when we do our cast right now. So that gives us 7 free reds that we wouldn't have gotten if we did it in reverse order. We'll throw it down again, hopefully get most of our mana back. There we go, perfect. We got Famine, that's all we really need now at this point. And that'll be enough to basically tear down the rest that we'll need. So we'll move the green up. How much is Corvash? 32. That is enough for a double kill, exactly, perfect. So, do we wait? You know what? Let's kill, who's a bigger threat? I don't even know at this point. I think it's actually Queen Mab, surprisingly. Because he has such a high mana cost, I don't think he's a threat. We'll do that. I did that first because I wanted to make sure the extra mana that they have count as damage on the Famine towards the Queen Mab. And then we do the Corvash. If we did it in reverse order, we would have gotten less damage on the Famine. And it probably would have been a big enough range that High Forge would not have killed. Maybe he still would have, but I did it that order just in case. So we'll just let him take the skull. We just throw High Forge and now almost anything kills him at this point. One skull will not though, but we need just like one poke of some kind. High forge, you're not enough either. Actually, I guess it's 2 pokes then. We'll throw poke number 1, that brings him down to 7. And poke number 2 brings him down to 4. Anything we do at this point will kill him. Let's use Gorgolfa for the mana generation. That'll give us slightly more points, not much, but better than not doing that. Hello, Batwoman, welcome. Thanks for your Infernus video. You managed to make a pretty good yellow team for console Guild Wars today. Oh, no problem for that. Yeah, if anyone else has any other questions or teams you need me to do or go over, like Guild War days, like what to use on those days, just let me know. Oh, I was wondering why my team score was lower. It's because Highforge is still legendary. I only have 1 copy of him. He took 4,000 gems for me to even get 1 copy of him. I was getting really bad luck. Speaking about really bad luck, can we face something other than Scion, Ragnarok, Famine? It's going to be like this until they add the new thing to the Guild Wars. And someone said earlier, though I haven't heard anything from the devs, that the new unique defense system is not going to be in place next patch. I really hope that's not the case. I don't know if I can take another month or 2 of having to deal with Scion, Ragnarok, Famine, Death, and other variants of the such for an entire, like, 2 months. Unless they're nerfing Scion or something, or Mana Drain in general. If they're not touching anything, if they're not reworking how the defense work in Guild Wars or Mana Drain, that's going to be an annoying 2 months. But it will go away over time. But hopefully they do at least something to address it. They have to know at this point that this is a really big issue in the game right now. Anyways, on to the next battle. How would you feel if they made the Guardians into 1 cast only? They would have to buff their ability a lot compared to what they already do for it to be 1 cast only. But I wouldn't mind it being like that. I honestly wish they would add way more 1 cast abilities. Something else that they talked about in the past that they haven't currently added yet either was adding more powerful mythic and legendary traits on some troops, but making it so only 1 of that trait can be used on a team. So for example, you could have like a really gigantic mythic trait that does something insane, but you can only have 1 of them active on a team. Kind of like how an ability can only be cast once. There will be a certain kind of like new trait that they might add that only 1 troop on the entire team can use. And if you have multiple on the team, only 1 will actually be active. They were mentioning something like that in the past. They haven't actually implemented anything like that yet though. But yeah, I really wish they would add more single cast troops. That's 2 things that this game really needs a lot more of. Well, there's actually a lot of kind of troop concepts that they could use more of. But 2 of them are casts that have a negative effect on your team, but have a higher effectiveness against the enemy team. And the instance of what they kind of added recently was Leshy that does that. It entangles everything, your allies and your enemies. So it has a negative effect of entangling all your allies, though in some cases that can actually be positive in very niche situations because you don't lose attack while entangled. But generally that would be a negative effect. But you also get the positive effect of being able to entangle the entire enemy team. So if you're skull spamming them down or whatever, you wouldn't have to worry about, if you kill like 1 or 2 of them, you wouldn't have to worry about them taking skulls. That, and I wish they would add more single cast troops. Troops that only can cast once, and if you use multiple on the team, you can still only cast 1 of that troop. There's currently only, I think, 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken, 4. There's Mad Prophet, there's the Rock, both of which are useless in the current meta, except maybe in Arena. And the other 2 is ssaszix, which is really excessively situational, and generally is pretty bad. And, what was the other one? I know there's one more that I'm missing. Oh, and Great Maul, of course. Oh, how could I forget Great Maul? Great Maul is actually the best troop that has a single cast at this current moment. It is quite effective, to say the least. I'll throw a Corvash right here. No waste of skull. He does not actually get to drain us, which is nice. Do we Gorgolfa? I think I'll wait a turn or 2. We'll throw a High Forge. Throw a Gorgolfa now. And what do we do? Okay, he still does not have traits. That's nice. A Corvash is not enough damage, though we could try waiting it out at this point, which I think I'm going to do. So we throw the Famine here. I actually got the kill. Nice. What I'm waiting out is I'm waiting for Famine to hit HP right now. Please hit HP. Actually, I don't need to. I can just use High Forge, I guess. Never mind. I don't need to wait till it hits HP. That would have been funny if it would have done it right there. It's like, ah, well, guess I don't need to wait. But it would have done that at the same time, regardless. It doesn't matter because High Forge just double kills. What else do we do? I guess we just Gorgolfa and do whatever we get. Or we'll get nothing. Okay. Well, I guess we skull. Don't really have a choice there. And we get a bunch of mana at the end. Hello, lowlights! What would work for the team you are using with a different 4th troop? You don't have Famine. This one you actually can replace. The yellow team you cannot replace out Famine, but in this brown team you actually can. The best alternative I know to a Famine in this team is a Salvani Mora, fully traded Salvani Mora. If it's not fully traded, pretty sure there's another option. You'd probably have to go a brown-purple in that case. But yeah, assuming you have a fully traded Salvani Mora, that is what you would use in the last slot on this team. The reason being is you get some mana generation from it, you get some damage to poke with the King High Forge plus the Salvani Mora, which I believe in 3 casts, maybe 4 casts, between the 2 of them, you would be able to get a kill off of that, or actually a double kill off the last 2 slots. And other than that, you would end up using the Entangle, of course. The main thing Entangle would be used for is to completely nullify a Scion to make sure that it can't really drain you, unless it gets to 4 times, of course. It's not as effective as a stun, but of course you have a stunner as well. It also helps against being able to distract on skulls even heavier to make sure you take absolutely no damage. And if they happen to be using skull spam in any way, sometimes people use like a Shegra or something on their defense. It works pretty good against that. It's a little bit over excessive in anti-skull because you do have the Gorgolfa plus the Famine. Plus actually, doesn't High Forge have protection against it? No, but he is armored. But yeah, you have a lot of protection if you end up putting Salvani Mora there. Not the absolute best thing, but I have ran it in the past and it does work. Not this particular team. I ran Gorgolfa, Emperor Corvash, something, and Salvani Mora. I actually forget what it was, but I believe King High Forge actually is better. At the time, of course, King High Forge didn't exist in the game. Can I use 4 times Wolf Garrick? I have done that before, or I think 3 times Wolf Garrick and something else. I don't think I had 4, or I still don't think I have 4. But I have ran that before in Guild Wars a while back. I did it back when Cabarrus was the meta, though. You can't really do it now because there's nothing effective to use it against. But yeah, we actually got away with it in Guild Wars back when Cabarrus had a 50% Devour chance. I was using it because Devour was so rampant at the time that it actually was viable to use all Impervious. Also, at the time, you have to keep in mind, too, that you weren't scored based on how quick you went or anything like that. So it was a lot easier to get away with something like that went a lot slower. Nowadays, you can't really do that with how the new scoring system is. Well, you can do it if you really wanted to, but you'd probably get a pretty low score. Okay. King High Forge. We have that. Do we really need it? Not really. Skull into Corvash, I believe, is the game plan here. We'll do that for the Corvash. I think I might even wait a turn just to make sure if he takes Famine mana, it still gets fully denied. So, perfect, because we have a Forge to throw down, so we'll just throw down Forge, do the double poke, make sure they don't get traits or anything like that. That also allows us to single target it in case we want to Famine it, as long as it stays stunned. I think I'm still going to wait, surprisingly. I want to save the Corvash for Famine. That or just Famine the Famine. That also works. Famine the Famine. Where to move? Green into yellow is very tempting because I believe if both of them surge, that's full mana. Let me actually see. What's our banner right now? No, we don't have any pluses. So the max mana that could give is 12. Oh yeah, that's enough mana. That would be enough mana. Do we go for it? I guess so. Why not? But he has a shuffle though. But he's gonna have that shuffle regardless because I don't have Famine to reach him. There we go, we got it. Okay, now we throw Famine on Famine. Famine on Famine action. There we go. And now we can Corvash into whatever else. Actually, let me High Forge first. And now we Corvash. We'll throw that down. Get the Gorgolfa in there. A gigantic rock of justice. Oh wow, really nice cascade. We didn't even need that big of a boost, but I'll take it. Better than not getting it. Take the purple, which we don't actually need, just taking it so he doesn't. And we'll take the yellow there, get a Gorgolfa off, and go from there. What do we have? Corvash, that is not enough to kill. Can we take a brown or a red? Yes, we can take red, but it has to surge. Come on, surge. Okay, we got it. Oh, and we got a yellow to boost. He did not get any extra turn or anything. We'll throw the core vash first. Wait, did we throw famine? No. Don't need to throw famine. So we'll throw that. And throw that. And there we go. Let's see. What's a good summoning team for trade farming and explore? Let's see. Elspeth's. Let's see. What did Henny say? Elspeth, Alchemist, Elspeth, Elspeth. Yep, that sounds pretty right. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. How many do I even have? I forgot that that's even the event thing this week. Oh, no wonder. I only have 91. I need to go farm that tomorrow's stream. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, we need to summon a bunch of troops this week. I'll probably use something else pretty close to that. Using a bunch of fully traded Elspeths. That's the easiest possible way of doing it. It won't take that long. I was hoping that I could do it without having to go out of my way, but it does look like I'm going to have to go out of my way. That or use KrissTigger's team more. Yeah, I'm probably just going to go out of my way for like 30 minutes and now I'll do it. Guild Wars will also do it. Oops, I keep doing that. I have that curse whenever I come out of here. I always have the need to go and like click on those. Okay, anyways, last Guild War battle against the Yingmo. The Yingmo. Let's see, Chiron has a really big lead on us, but it's mainly because we have a lot of people that haven't done the battles yet. Hopefully they'll get around to that. Actually, some people could be off because of the hurricane too. That ended up happening to me when I got hit. I was gone from like Friday until like Sunday. Actually, probably like Monday actually, because I got electricity back on Sunday, but internet didn't get back on until like that Monday morning. So yeah, hopefully too many of my guildmates didn't get taken out from that. Actually, I'm not even sure any of them got hit by it. Not sure. Let's see. Anyways, we're up against I don't normally see people using that weapon. I see what he's going for though. They definitely need to add better options for movement. This is definitely not that particularly good. Dust and sand. Actually, you know what? If they would have made this weapon do physical damage instead of armor reduction, this would probably be one of the most used weapons in the game. Knock a target troop to the front, and then deal damage to all enemies. Unfortunately, it's only armor damage, so that's why it doesn't get used. But if that was actual just physical damage, that would be a very, very overused weapon. To specifically knock something to the front is a pretty good utility, because basically the biggest threat on the enemy team that isn't skull resistant, you can just bring up to the front. Against a team like this, that would have no effect. But for example, if I was using that against my own team, the target for it would be famine, so that you can get that out right away. You could also do it if they're using a Scion team. You can use something like this to bring anything up front. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's not the Scion. You wouldn't have to deal with Scion in first slot as well. Kind of like a Dust Devil, except it's different. Except you get to choose what gets to come to the front, which is kind of nice. Talking about the unique defense for Guild Wars and only 27 player scores counting, Surian said on the forum. We identified a few areas to change that will require a client update. This will not be in 3... Oh, did he specifically say it will not be in 3.1? Aw. We're got quite enough other stuff going into that one without the extra work. We may have a 3.5 shortly after. 3.1 launches to add these. Okay, so that's probably when they're going to make those Guild Warrior adjustments then, is in 3.5, or 3.15, I mean. That's probably when they're going to add the unique defend thing as well as the 27 out of 30 guild thing. Okay. Though the only problem with those words that he said is soon after. They've said that before a lot. Soon after means like 2 to 4 months. More towards 4. Unless they're really going to mean soon after this time. But yeah, soon after does not mean what you think soon after means. Let's see. At minimum, that is a solid 2 months away after the other patch. If, likely even longer than that. Also, he just targeted Gorgolfa. That's strange. He targeted a troop that was already in first slot. That's really strange. Also, this is going pretty bad, surprisingly. How am I underestimating this team? The team doesn't even seem... I don't know. What am I underestimating here, other than double wisp KrissTigger? That's amazing. Where he stunned his Death Knight class. That's the only thing I could possibly underestimate, is getting like death marked like crazy. As long as I keep it stunned, we're fine. Oh, we could lose. Yeah, we could lose Corvash. That could be really bad. I need his stun to stay on. Oh! 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 That's really bad, actually. Oh! Come back! I need your stun! There technically still is a way to stun him, though realistically that's not going to happen. I would have to kill out its final 2 slots and then get King Highforge to stun him. That's the only way I can stun him now. That's technically possible, though very unlikely. That or he can stay stunned the entire time, which is even more unlikely. Okay. Oh, you know what? Never mind. There's a third option. I can famine kill him right now. Is that enough damage? 8, 9, 17, 34, 66. That is indeed enough damage, unless I missed something. But even if I didn't carry a 1 somewhere, that's still exactly enough damage. So down he goes. There we go. Oh, that solved that problem. Now the problem of actually winning the battle. Oh, Wisp KrissTigger. I might just have to put this as one of the best teams. I didn't actually make a team for it yet, but double Wisp is just so insane with KrissTigger. It's actually really amazing. No, that's going to be useless, but oh well, it's better than nothing, I guess. If nothing else, he replaced the exact color that was there, so I guess that works. Better than some of the other options we could have gotten. Well, I guess we'll throw it out again. We do get more damage because we have a dwarf now. Not enough to kill, though, unfortunately. Oh, don't you dare get a summon. No! The W, no! That Highforge better not die. I might have to commit a famine just to killing this 12 HP KrissTigger. It is really important that that dies. Alright, well, let's go move it right over. Oh, he didn't kill something yet. No, 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 no. Okay. Wow. This battle right now. This battle right now. How do we go about this? I guess we famine KrissTigger. Or don't we? The other option is... I underestimated? Yes, very much so. Let's see. I guess we famine Wisp. Let's see, how much... What's the magic difference? He will get the blue gem spawn. We famine... I don't know, I'm contemplating on famining first slot or second slot. I don't know which is a bigger threat at this point. I think we famine the Wisp, the second Wisp. Then we Highforge double kill. No, I'm not going to kill KrissTigger. Yeah, I'm going to regret it, but I'm not going to kill KrissTigger. I'm going to try rushing it and get Highforge and go from there. I want to kill KrissTigger really badly. Okay, maybe I will. Yeah, I might just kill the KrissTigger then. The problem is we waste so much damage. How much damage is this? We're doing 9, 2, 2, let's see, 4, 13, 19, 38. Exactly 70 damage is how much we have. Would that bring it into kill range? That would bring that one into kill range of a Highforge. I will regret this, and everyone who said KrissTigger can say you told me so. But I am going for this one right here. Yeah, so I'm sticking with... Oh wait, I can't. Yeah, it's stealthy. Never mind. Hello, stealthy. That one stuns, that one's not. Never mind, yeah, we go KrissTigger, you're right. Well, that ruined all that planning. Didn't see the stealthy. Good job. How many times have I missed stealthy so far in like the past week or so? Amazing. Great plays, great plays. Okay, anyways, next order of business. There's only one way to take this round. No! We actually lost. Wow. Yeah, we lost. There's no way to win at this point, even if I deny him on purple. Well then, that was a lucky skull on his part. Oh, and that was a lucky green on his part. We have to famine him perpetually. Actually, no. If we kill this and can negate out all the skulls, we'll be fine. I just need to make sure he doesn't get a purple for the rest of the battle somehow, which is going to be almost impossible. But that is the game plan. So far, it's working. This is winnable. It is somehow winnable. It's not over till Famine is dead. Or hit that way. Yeah, there we go. And now it's over. Well then. That happened. I think Double Wisp was trying to say to get into the best teams video. The Double Wisp KrissTigger combo. Not quite sure what the fourth troop would be. I would need to check a couple different variants of it to see what works best for invading. Probably giant spiders. Oh, then again, that would be the same mana, but I'll figure out what would be the best slot for it later. But yeah, that happened. Well then. Well then. Well, it happens occasionally. I think that's our first lose all week, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. First lose all week. Let's make it our only lose all week. Still above average. We're still at the, like, 27,000. So I think it's actually the highest in the guild right now. Let's see, 27,557. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's the highest in the guild, other than, I think Midi's actually higher. Surprisingly, even though he lost... Oh, never mind, that's not higher. Yeah, that's actually the highest in the guild from what I can see. Oh, no, never mind. Squeeze! Oh, Squeak Z! I believe he's the new guy, too. Didn't he just come in, like, the other week? Yeah, he's doing amazing. He's perfect 5-0 right now, getting decent score on it, too. That's really nice. Oh, and JZG. I didn't even see JZG. JZG is just sitting there in first place. It's like, yeah, he also has a higher score. Duh. That would make sense. Anyways, yeah, that's unfortunate. It happens, though. Can't win them all. I know, that escalated pretty quick. Well, oh well. Let's see. Hello, Holy Porco. Welcome. Drain spam. How much I hate you with a passion. Yeah, maybe we should go build the, maybe we should go build the Wisp team now. The team that just beat us. Well, not the exact team that beat us, but double Wisp. Let's see. Wisp, Wisp, KrissTigger, something else. What would put this team together? What covers every color if we were to put this in? Wait, can't we just go Kraken with it instead or something? I think that's what I ended up doing earlier. I think I did this, not KrissTigger, though KrissTigger does work nicely, particularly for defending. But I believe it was this that I ended up doing. If I can type. Good job. Giant Spider. I'm pretty sure it was this team. Double Wisp, Giant Spider, Kraken, with a, some kind of +2 green banner. Oh, wait, isn't there a minus yellow one that does it? No, it was minus blue, so that wouldn't work. Yeah, what was the +2 green banner? What was the -1 on the +2 green banner? I know there's one that exists. Just completely forget what it is. Is it that banner? No, that's +2 yellow. Let's see. I know you exist. I just forget what you are. Or does it not exist? It has to exist. Is there seriously not a +2 green banner right now? I could have sworn there was one. +2 blue. Seriously, is there not? Am I going crazy? Am I just going crazy right now? I could have sworn there was a +2 green banner. Is there really no +2 green banner? Or am I just that blind right now? I think I'm just that blind. No. Wait, there's been no +2 green banner this entire time? When has that been a thing? How long has that been a thing? Or not a thing? Is there seriously not a single +2, +1, -1 banner? Let's see, what do we move? I always forget the banners. Or I forget what all the combinations of +2, +1, -1 are. Oh, well, he already drained us. That's never good. And again, with the drain, we just got all that mana. Thank you very much. And now we just go crazy at this point. Throw down one Wisp. Check the board. See if it's worth taking. Oops, I was about to cast Kraken as if that was actually possible. Throw it out again because we can't do anything. Again, we can't do anything. Why, board? Why? Well, we'll take a blue then, I guess. Or actually, green surge. We'll move that. Get ourselves a spider down. Get our whisper going again. And now we're good to go. So we'll throw down the Kraken, get our Devour. Or no, nothing at all. That works too, I guess. Not. Let's see. Take the purple. Throw another one. No target. Move that over. Throw that down again. Boom. Oh yeah, no target again. Why am I even casting it then? Well, I guess to reshuffle into better blue positioning. And clear out the board again. And Kraken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what I was using earlier. You guys have kingdoms that aren't on console yet. You don't have the Wisp. What does that even do? Oh, the Wisp is from Silverglade. It is actually a really amazing troop. You guys will be getting it in the next few weeks. It's actually, out of every event they've done in the past couple months, actually, I think even all year, I think this might be the strongest event troop they can buy with Glory that they have released all year. It's an ultra rare, 9 mana cost, red purple, Fey, dispels all enemies. What the spell does is removes all positive stats effect like barrier, enchant, enrage, stuff like that. It then charms a random enemy. This forces one of them to do their attack damage to the troops above and below. Keep in mind that it only does their attack damage. It does not actually do their skull effect. So for example, if it charms a Scion, it will not drain the adjacent troop. All it does is just take whatever their attack is and then distributes that as damage to the one above and below. And if there's nothing directly above and below, it does nothing. And then jumbles the board and gains an extra turn. Jumble the board will move all of the gems on the board into random locations. These locations cannot directly become a pair. They can go into places where they'll where they can be matched for like 4 times and 5 times and stuff, but you will never shuffle yourself into a pair. Kind of like how you never have a starting board that automatically gives you something. It's kind of like how a shuffle is. Okay, so we'll throw down the first shuffle. Yeah, like right here, it's impossible for us to get a pair out of that, though it is possible for us to get like 4 times visible for us to be able to take. But it will never actually give us like a pair like what Explosion might do or something like that, or a full board clear. It doesn't interact like that. So we'll take a green into another green. Ideally, one of them would surge. Neither of them appear to be wanting to do so, though. So we'll go for the purple right there. Nothing else, we can go get a shuffle. Get the board a little bit better. Well, that gives us Giant Spider, and we can get going off of that. Probably should have done that with red, but looks like it still works out. Move that down, get skull, and now we can just go crazy. We can move that over, and start shuffling. We'll do that, and Kraken. And is that match? No, not yet. We need one more extra turn. And now that's match. There we go. This team. Yeah, this thing, they were even going to give it Empowered too. When they were originally going to release this troop, it had it Empowered as its final trait. That would have been hilarious if it released it that way. There's really not much of a difference between a Wisp with and without Empower. Of course, it would have been even more overpowered if it did have Empowered. But generally, you don't really need to cast Wisp on turn 1. It's more of a turn 2 plus kind of cast, because you can never utilize the Dispel on turn 1. The earliest you could ever use is turn 2, though generally you're not really using a Wisp for the Dispel. What you're really mainly using it for is the damage from the Charm, plus the extra free board switch. It basically gives you more starting boards as well, essentially. You just take a purple or a red, and then you get a couple more starting boards to work with. Unfortunately, if they're all bad, then that doesn't really help you much, like it just happened right there. Alright, what else do we need to move around? I guess we'll go for green into green. Gotta give them a little bit of yellow. If you could double green and give it all to us, that'd be great. There's no way we can actually remove green right now, which is what I would do if I had a move that would allow me to do so. But we'll just take a blue. It did not surge. And whoa! That escalated quickly. What? The power of Forest Troll. Seriously, Forest Troll is insane. I know it's exactly the same as every other troll, just what it synergizes with is madness. Anyways, that happened. Why am I even still fighting this battle? Retreat. That is definitely over. That was a lot of damage in like 0 seconds. Oh gosh. Forest Troll OP. It's exactly the same as every other troll, yet like 2 times more powerful than them. Just because of what it synergizes with. I think the biggest 2 threats is it synergizes amazingly with Kraken, and it synergizes amazingly with Web Spinner. The fact that it synergizes with those 2 troops is what makes it really insane. What do we move? Also, it has no mana conflict when it synergizes with a Kraken as well. Whereas if you were to use a Sea Troll, it would literally completely block out your Kraken. Oh wait, not a Sea Troll. If you were to use a Dark Troll. Actually, Dark Troll would work too. Actually, he's even using it with it. Never mind. Wait, then why wasn't this as powerful then? Why didn't Dark Troll with triple Kraken ever become a thing? Because that's the same premise. Oh, that's weird. I never really seen Dark Troll with triple Kraken as a threat. Yet for some reason with Forest Troll it works. That shouldn't be any different. They both have no mana conflict, plus it's a double into their color. I don't know what the difference is there. Yeah, that's weird. The same exact thing would happen if you use Dark Troll. Why hasn't that ever been a thing? Well, we'll go and throw that down. And move that over. Move that over. Can you make a good Guild War team for Brown Day with Highforge, Corvash, and Cockatrice? Yeah, you can make it out of that. You would put Cockatrice in first slot, Corvash in second, Highforge in third or fourth, depending on what you're up against, and your fourth slot, or whatever the other slot that you didn't cover, would be basically any support troop that still covers the color. If that works, what should you choose as your fourth troop and banner? Well, that does work. Fourth troop. You would need a brown purple or a brown green. Sylvania Mora would actually work pretty good. Sylvania Mora fully traded if you have. The reason you use this is with Cockatrice, you gain 2 times skull damage when they're entangled, and you wouldn't have to waste a Cockatrice's thing just for an entangle. You can use it as a drainer instead of an entangler, or as both if you need. But you would basically have a constant 2 times skull damage against the enemy, assuming they can be entangled. So that would be pretty nice. It would end up working okay. Yeah, and as far as the banner that you would use for that, you would run with a brown something. I guess a brown red, so you can get Highforge up a bit more. So yeah, brown red. Okay, oh, move that over. Get yourself a giant spider down there. And throw that down. Get yourself a double Kraken kill. Actually, triple kill with Devourers, so it didn't get the Devour. Throw down the purple on the color. Throw that down, get the shuffle. Probably should have double checked to see what the board even was before doing that. Oh well. Too late. Also, I forgot to take the yellow there. Also too late, so well. And we'll move that. We got a poke. And all we need is 1 poke against him and we'll be good to go. The only problem with that is mana being blocked. Luckily, that gave enough, and now we can just Kraken him for the kill. And come on, Kraken poke. And poke. Oh wait, that wasn't enough damage? No, I should have just taken the extra turn that was just sitting there. I thought that was enough damage. Well then, that's not good. Will he win with 4 HP? Likely not, but possible. No, it's not gonna happen. But you never know. Here we go. Dead. And down they go. Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, that is why. Jeb. The blues. I forgot about the blues. Yeah, that is why Forest Troll. Is that insane? Yeah, that is why. Because you can refill the Forest Troll with the Kraken itself and just loop between the 2. That is why. I knew there was something I was oversighting there. That would explain it. You are correct. That is a miss. Well, go move that down. I wonder if doing triple Kraken's actually better than doing this. It'd probably go quicker. Let's see. I'll probably do this team, but mention triple Kraken as an alternative. Okay, good. He did not deny anything I needed. It's always nice. Double the green. Nice damage. Kraken, go. And miss. That's not good. But now we can throw a Kraken into a double blue. Or that just wins the game. That works too. Triple kill. You don't have Sylvanie Moore, but the rest's fully traded. You'll improvise. You're not in a super competitive guild or anything. You can replace Sylvanie Moore with. Doesn't matter the color. Going for the win over max points. You're only level 260. Well, it's still good to go for the color though if you can. And you'd probably still... Well, if you don't care about the color at all, just put Apothecary on your team then. That has a cleanse, plus it gives you brown gem spawn. And it would end up filling up everything really quick. Your banner choice would then switch to a green brown if you were to do that. But yeah, green brown, green blue, probably green brown. But yeah, if you really didn't care about color, just always put... If you don't care about color for a Guild War day, one of the best things you can do is use triple of the color with whatever the converter is. So for a blue day, use 3 blue troops with a Valkyrie. For a red day, use 3 red troops with a Hellcat, and so on and so forth. That's generally the easiest thing you can do as a quick fix if you want to get the win, but you don't want, or you want to make sure you win, but you still want to get a decent amount of points. That's generally what you end up doing. Well, I'll go move that over. Oh, that's literally what you do? Yes. It's a pretty good strategy. And it works out pretty well, as you already know, since you've been doing it. I'll go double on green. What else do we move? Go take that down. I'm gonna need to do that a lot once I make my new accounts. Actually, I probably won't even be able to do a pure color team. It'll probably just be, my team will probably just have to be on my new account, whatever my PvP team is. Because when you first start off, you cannot try building pure color teams. You will get absolutely obliterated in Guild Wars. Well, move that down. Go and double the green. And let's see, throw it in the web. We'll just poke us with whatever. I'm getting extra turns. There you go. Okay. Double blue won't work. Double green won't work. Well, I guess we double green then. It won't work. Let's do it. And another web spinner into Kraken for the win. Actually, never mind. That's already enough to win. Why did I underestimate my web spinner and its capability to win on its own? There we go. Yeah, good luck with it. Yeah, we ended up losing a battle, rip. It's only a matter of time, though. Even the best people in the game will end up losing eventually in Guild Wars. You're just set up in a way that eventually, regardless of how well you play, you're just gonna lose to bad luck eventually. You can minimize that by a pretty good deal, but eventually you will just lose randomly for no reason whatsoever. Just because you keep getting just a really big string of bad luck over and over again in a single battle. Okay, well, throw down the thing right there. Get ourselves a web spinner. Double the blue. Web spinner. Double green. Web spinner. And yeah, that's what the team's supposed to do. We should do that every battle. There's like an alarm outside. What on earth is that sound? It doesn't sound like an ambulance. It sounds like... I don't even know what that sound is. Oh yeah, it went away now. I don't know, maybe it was a police car or something. Or maybe it was an ambulance, who knows? Oh no, this does sound like a weird sound. Web spinner. When is web spinner coming to the game again? Well, probably crafting system. Really anything at this point. It's probably coming earlier to the crafting system than it is to an event. Because next week's event is Suncrest. So that's probably the last event before the next patch. Most likely. And at most, we'll also get Zhejian. But Zhejian doesn't have any good legends, so that doesn't count. The only thing there is Goblin King, and Goblin King is useless. Though it is getting a new legend during the event week. It's getting its second legend. And I believe this new legend's actually going to be viable, the last I've seen of spoilers of it. So at least that'll be kind of nice. Okay, well, we'll go move that over. Let's go and double the green. And let's start throwing down the web spinner. What else do we need to go do? Move that over. And double blue or throw the Kraken? Probably double blue. That's slightly more gem spawn. There's slightly less chance that we'll miss. Throw down the Kraken. Miss, but at least we get our board to work with ourselves. Throw that down into double green. No, 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 no. Good. That was close. And is web spinner enough damage? No. It would have to extra turn. Do I risk it? No, I'm not going to risk it. There we go. And we still get the triple kill off the Devourer there. Let's see you, Philip. Actually, I'm probably going to be heading out myself for tonight. Does anyone else have any other questions before I head off for tonight? We will be back tomorrow, same time as all the things. We'll be streaming from around 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every Friday and Saturday. We'll have 2 more redeem codes during that time. And of course, we'll be back same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now, tomorrow night to do the next Guild War, as we do every night. And of course, on Mondays, we just go over the new event thingy. But yeah, don't forget, I actually completely forgot about it. But yeah, you do kind of have to go out of your way a little bit for the event objective this week. So if you haven't done it yet, it might be okay to do so. It has a decent amount of gems. If it doesn't go too far out of your way, you might as well attempt it. It's pretty decent. Predict RNG cheats. Let's see. But anyways, take care, everyone. Good night. I'll see you all tomorrow morning or tomorrow night or whenever. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and best of luck with everything. Goodbye.